It's not really about me anymore. It's about taking care of my family.
When you go to the gym, you're in an elevated space, right? If you're feeling good, you're going to perform good.
Another thing that stuck with me is, love don't lie and purpose over pleasure. That really just keeps me in my realm. Like if I just stick to that, I'm not going to detour.
You know what it is? God's created us all to create, and that's why it's in everybody to help others, but people just don't see it.
And a lot of it is getting your mind right. You're paying me a certain amount of money, and I don't ever give my programs away for free anymore. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're not going to apply the knowledge I'm giving you into the gym, into bettering yourself.
See, one of the biggest things that people don't do is think. You have to take ownership of your life. And if you're not obsessed, you need to change your program. Welcome back to my channel where we discuss property, business, lifestyle and well-being. If this is the first time you are visiting my channel, then please hit the like and subscribe button. Today we have a guest from all the way from America. He's a father, he's a coach. The reason for me bringing him on today was that he works heavily on mindset, nutrition, and he's only 24. He's absolutely crushing it. He's done $500,000 already in his company this year. I think he's projecting to do £1 million next year. The business he's in is in air conditioning. He always talks about mindset and getting in the gym and changing your physicality before you do anything. I'm looking forward to speaking with him today and seeing what he has to offer. Hey bro,
Hey, bro, how you doing?
you can hear me properly, right?
Yep, all good.
I'll tell you what, me and you don't mess about. It's this morning and we're here action, right?
Yep, I love it.
I love it, man. Where did you hear? How did you reach out to me? Where did you hear?
So, Wes Watson, and I seen
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
were on
yeah.
a call. I seen you were on a call with him, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit this guy up because he looks like he's doing a lot. So I just wanted to reach out, and just kind of, get out there as well, and get out of the comfort zone.
100%, 100%. Okay, so we've got about 25 minutes. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do in 2 minutes.
Okay, so a little about myself. I'm 24 years old. I started my company last year, so 1 year ago. I'm an HVAC business owner. Last year we did $500,000 in revenue from scratch, no customers, nothing like that, doing door knocks. After that, this year we're scaling up. I hired 3 more guys. We have the customer base now. We're going to be able to hit a $1 million in revenue. But also, the only thing that really ever changed my perspective was getting into the fitness world. Starting fitness, it really helped elevate my mind a lot. And thanks to Wes Watson as well. He's one of my mentors. Um, but within doing that, any kind of problem that I was having with my business now, I just accept the problems and I'm playing all offense right now, just taking them in, and whatever comes my way, I know I'm going to conquer it because I follow my system and my program every single day. That gets my mind right, gets me out of that negative comfort zone. And, I'm just ready to take on anything that comes my way.
Bro, that's really, really good. Have you got any kids? Family?
Yeah. Yep. So I'm married, I have a wife, and I have an 8-month-year-old son.
You're 24 years old, right? You're doing a lot.
Yep.
I just want to understand a little bit of what business it is. So what is it?
So what it is I fix, I install, and I sell air conditioning systems,
Into commercial buildings or
both commercial and residential. And I'm also doing the online coaching as well, just trying to, help what really changed my life and help someone else with theirs, and elevate them so that they can make that change they have to make to, get to where they want in life.
interesting. Okay, so you say online fitness and coaching, and I've gone through your Instagram and you put mindset and nutrition. It's the key to everything, right? It's the key to
Yep.
everything. So how long have you been on this journey for? And how's it been for you?
Pretty much a month after I opened my business, um, I went directly into, I dropped a lot of weight. So I went from 260 to I'm at 200 right now. I'm lean. I'm sitting at like 10 to 12% body fat. And I'm still dropping. So I'm still trying to hit that other goal to where I completely shred until like, maybe a 6% body fat, and I'm going to do a lean bulk. But I transitioned from that a month after opening the company because I was just having so much negative thoughts. Like I just kept manifesting like what could possibly go wrong and everything that can possibly go wrong, all the negative side of opening a business, just playing entirely like a 100% defense. I didn't want to take the risk. I didn't want to do that. But as soon as I really just started to get that confidence from going to the gym, changing my body, my physique, getting my mental state elevated every single day and just sticking to that process, it just opened up so many doors. And like, people see me now, they're like, when I walk into a room, I'm taking control of the room. They know that I'm there. They know that I'm present. Before I was just like, I didn't want to speak out because I was embarrassed. I wasn't confident in the person that I was. But now I'm 110% confident that anything that comes my way, any visions that I have, I'm gonna conquer them. I'm gonna get through the day. I'm gonna make sure I succeed these goals. Not only that for myself, but it's not really about me anymore. It's about taking care of my family, which is, that's pretty normal. Someone really wants to take care of the family, and that's pretty basic, right? um but what I'm trying to do is I want to instill not just the people that I'm trying to take care of, but the employees. So I have all my guys, I pay for their gym membership to go to the gym to get their mind right. And I'm such a firm believer in it that I'm paying for their membership. I'm doing their coaching for them. Like one of my guys, he was addicted to doing marijuana, smoking marijuana, drinking every weekend. I changed his mind. Before he was like, I don't know, it just does so much for me, helps me get through this, helps me get through that. And I just gave him the 110% most strictest regimen, to
Yeah,
where he was like, dude, I'm done, I don't want to do this. And I said, no, you're not going to quit because I'm not going to let you quit.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
he's 3 months off of that, 3 months off of alcohol and that, and he's like, dude, I just want to tell you that I appreciate you so much. I'm spending more time with my family. He
It's
thought he was
accountability,
there.
right? And well done to you for doing that. And it's funny you say that about the employees you've got. You have to make sure that they go to the gym, because I have a PA, right? And
Mhm.
it's on her contract that she has to go to the gym 3 times a week.
Ah,
She has to,
that's a
no
good
choice. Because
yeah, dude.
you know yourself, right? When you go to the gym, you're in an elevated space, right? And if you're feeling good, you're gonna perform good, right? So therefore,
Yep,
your results are gonna be good. So it's just so important to mentally be in the right space, right?
exactly.
So you've been doing fitness. How are you getting on in terms of clients and stuff like that? Have you found it easy to people come to you, or are you finding it that they still come up with bullshit excuses?
You know what? There's a lot of people that always come up with an excuse. Let me ask my wife, or let me ask my husband, things like that. I'm like, look, I doubt that your husband wants you to not, invest in yourself. And if he doesn't want you to invest in himself, he's just really scared that, you're going to start looking better and he's not making a change for himself, or, vice versa. Um, and as soon as I kind of just hit them with that, they're like, all right, let's do it. Let's sign up. Let's get this taken care of. Um, but not only that, like a lot of my family, they're like watching my stories and what I'm doing and how far I've came in such a short period of time. And I'm a firm believer in, compressing time. Um, but they're even hopping on. They're like, hey, what can I do for this? What can I do for that? And I just hit them with the hard truth, because another thing that stuck with me is, love don't lie. And I always use that, purpose over pleasure, things like that. That really just keeps me in my realm. Like if I just stick to that, I'm not going to detour. If I hit that system every single day and I instill this in them, because it's the truth, this is what will change your mind to where wherever you want to go, you're going to go. You just got to make it happen. You got to go after every single day, because it's true. Tomorrow's not promised. And we forget that every single day. We just wake up, oh, we're going back to the same old stuff. No, you're not. You got to keep going. You got to keep telling yourself that, because once you get to a certain point, you want to get complacent, you're gonna fall right back to, self-sabotage. You gotta constantly keep going, keep elevating your mind. Whatever, opportunities that come your way, take them. go for it. Don't ever just, shy away from something. What's the worst going to happen? You're going to learn a lesson from it. You're not going to do it again. You're going to say, you know what, I did this before. I can do this differently this time, and we're going to make something happen out of it.
No, I absolutely love that. So what's your current morning routine like? What time do you get up in the morning, and go through your morning routine with me?
So my morning routine right now, I wake up at 2:45 in the morning every single morning. I'll get up, I'll get out of bed, I'll kiss my son, kiss my
So
wife.
you get up at
Then,
2:45, yeah?
yep, 2:45 in the morning.
Okay.
Um, Before I completely get out of bed, I kiss my son, I kiss my wife, and then I'll directly go to my kitchen. I'll make that cup of coffee, and I'll kind of just go into like self meditation. I'll read a little bit, just kind of, gather my own thoughts for the day and what my objective is. And as soon as that, I'm out the door. I take quite a bit of time for myself. It really varies. So either at 4:50 or 5 a.m., I'm at the gym. I'm ready to conquer my workout, and then I'm just, I'm giving back to that, the way I'm feeling during the week, or the way that I just kind of like stuff comes in to me to where I was like, I need to put this out there right now. I need to post this because someone somewhere is going to go through the same issue. And if I can, give them that motivation, that positivity, that energy, because energy transfer to me is a big thing. And then I just get messages. It works. Like whatever I put out there, I'll be getting messages back like, dude, thank you so much for your positivity. I was going through this or that, and you really helped me out. And at the end of the day, helping people out, that's so wholesome by itself. That gives me so much gratitude. It's like, if I can help someone get out of a situation or a rut that they're in, I'll do it. Like hands down. That gives me the greatest feeling of being able to help someone else out.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
you know what it is? God's created us all to create. And that's why it's in everybody to help others, but people just don't see it. And just it's just good that you can already see it at your age, at such a young age. And I mean, I can only imagine what's going to be like in the next 10 years, right? I mean, I'm
uh,
35 and you're 11 years younger than me, bro. I can imagine what's going to be like when you're 35. You'll be more like, out there giving it to everybody.
yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for, what's to come. Um, and the truth is, when I first started, I was after the result, like, 110%. Like I wanted the results, right? But after doing it and going through it, like that, the results was just kind of like a byproduct, just every day I know I'm gonna get there eventually because I'm hard on myself as hard as
Yeah.
I am on my clients. um but I'm just getting my mind right every single day. If I don't do any kind of physical activity during the week to start off my day, like it does not go right. And of course, going in, a couple months in, I've slipped, but I made myself accountable for like missing that wake up time, or I didn't hit that workout early in the morning, so I'm gonna go harder during the day, and I'm gonna do two workouts. I'll do a cardio session on top of my workout, and on top of the workload too. So after the gym, I go right into going giving estimates on jobs, consoling with my employees. And I hate using the terms like employees. They're really just family, to be honest, man. Like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff that we're doing. And then kind of just helping them out. Like I'll set goals too. I'm like, hey, what is your guys' goals within the company? And we work on those at least once a week. Like one of my guys, he was like, dude, I need to get my credit built up. I said, all right, well, let's go get you a credit card. Like, let's sign up for this. He's like, dude, I didn't even think about that. Like,
Yeah.
well, this is why, we're here together. I want to see you guys succeed. You guys want this house, you want the cars, you want to give your family a better life. Like, I'll be here for you guys. Like, I have your back. Let's do this. Let's conquer whatever comes our way. Because if we can grow as a team, no one's going to be able to stop us.
100%, 100%. So how do you invest your money?
So right now, all the money that I'm investing is directly back into the company. And I give it back to the guys. Whatever I give them like incentives too. Like if they do like pretty good during a week or something like that, I'll buy them a new tool, things like that. Like I just been putting all the money back into the business.
Hmm. Okay. Eventually, you know what? We'll get you to invest in real estate as well, right? Properties.
Oh, that I have two houses actually. So
Really?
I have my other house. I have a renter there right now, and I have my other house I just purchased. So I purchased two houses within a year and a half.
Wow, bro, you're doing amazing. That is really, really good. I mean, property is a really, really good way to build wealth, like real wealth.
Uh-huh.
So keep going with that because that is something that will definitely bring you passive income. And eventually that, you kind of want to build long-term wealth for your kids and stuff like that. So property is a really, really good avenue to look at. Business is really good to produce you the money, and then property is really good to invest as an asset.
Got it.
And you're your own biggest asset as well. So I would put you first because as long
Yeah.
as you invest in yourself, then you can invest in everything else as well, right?
Yep.
How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? And what's your macros? How do you work out your macros and everything then? For somebody that's
So
watching, and like, how would you work them out? What would your suggestion be?
So a lot of that stuff depends on like, your height, where you're at right now currently and like your body mass index. And then also I go into like, do you guys have any health issues like, are you diabetic, things like that. It really just varies. But for myself, I was overall pretty healthy. But high blood pressure runs in the family, so my blood pressure was, fluctuating. But now that I dropped so much weight,
Yeah.
it went way down. I'm at a healthy level now. But as far as macros go, I really just I dial that in to your fats, your carbs, and your proteins. I don't worry too much about sugars because I don't have a whole lot of sugars in my day, anyways. Those are the three main ones that I focus on. Right now, I'm sitting at 44 grams of fat a day, 175 grams of protein, and 225 grams of carbs for my current activity level. Um, and I'm getting ready to cut my carbs in half right now too, because for the last 3 weeks I've been stuck right at 200, and that's kind of where I'm gauging it. Like, okay, look, I need to cut it down so I can start dropping the rest of the weight that I need to drop.
Interesting. Have you traveled outside of USA as well?
I have not. That's one of my other visions is to start traveling and doing more stuff, like, more influencing stuff to help others out too.
If you ever come
Yeah.
UK, you've got a contact now, so you can always hit me up, right?
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's gonna go a long way. And if you ever come to Tucson, I don't know why you would want to
Where is
come,
Tucson? I
but
don't even know where that
it
is.
it's about 8 hours away from California. It's the desert, man.
Give people some tips because anything like how should the first person that's struggling on a most basic level, what do they need to understand in order to change themselves?
They really need to understand is you want to start with something that you're going to be able to stick to long term. Because a lot of times people go and jump right into like the most extensive exercises, the most extensive diet because they're doing all this reading online and they can't stick to it because they're having when they go in there like, oh, I can't eat bread, I can't eat that, their body is almost like fiending for carbs, and then their mind takes over and they're like, I'm gonna go and eat everything that's in the pantry. The first thing like I would recommend is start clearing your cupboards, get everything that's unhealthy, get it out of your house. Start small and then aim for bigger. So for the first 3 months, do what you're capable of, and then start progressing from there. And then start getting your knowledge up about what macros are. Because like a lot of times, a lot of the clients are like, well, I'm eating healthy. And I'm like, well, what is your macros? They're like, what is that? And I'm like, well, let me break this down to you real simple. And I go into like, your proteins, your fats, your carbs, what foods are high in fat, what foods are, low in fat, things like that for them, nutrition wise. um and a lot of it is getting your mind right. So I'm like, if you guys go and just think about it, you're paying me a certain amount of money, and I don't ever give my programs away for free anymore. I've done that in the past, but if you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're not going to apply your knowledge or the knowledge I'm giving you into the gym, into bettering yourself. um so just that entirely, it goes a long way. Like some people are like, hey, can I get this, I get that. Well, yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit because I want you to learn how to invest in yourself, because once you invest in yourself, you're going to be good.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going to
yeah,
want
yeah,
to. So
definitely. And how much does your programs cost? Just so obviously people want to know, and if they want to like reach out to you, what is it exactly that you offer, and how much does it cost?
So roughly, I give a little bit extra discounts if they're gonna go like long term, like a 3 month, but normally a 1 month is $299. But I give you a wealth of knowledge. So if you're able to pick it up on 1 month, then you'll have that for the rest of your life. But also we do once a week we do a Zoom call to where all the team comes together. We kind of discuss like, the things that we are having troubles with during the week, how we can overcome them. And I kind of just like to have the clients like react with each other, because not only that, they're getting to know each other, they're going to start following each other, whatever that may be. And then I'll kind of like jump in, they'll ask me questions and I'm like, well, this is what we got to do. So we got to focus on. And it's all pretty much like mindset, because a lot of the nutrition side comes pretty easy, but we still get some nutrition questions after I break everything down for them and what they should be doing. Um, and then after that, it's either look, if you liked what we had been doing, if you like being part of a team, then you can, renew, keep going. But a lot of times I've had pretty good amounts of renewals already. So
Yeah.
they just like the environment of being able to come once a week and like, we all talk it out, hey, this is what we conquered, this is what our wins for the week and things like that. And it's pretty cool just to listen and sit back and hear everyone like from where they started and where they're at now.
That's really, really good. And how do you keep them connected? Do you have like a separate platform you use for connecting?
As of right now, we're pretty much because I have them all on my app that I use for training. So I'll send it like once a week to everybody. Hey, look, or they'll get the Zoom link and all that good stuff to where they can message. But if they want to, then we'll do the WhatsApp, kind of just create a group of all the clients together. And if they have questions, they can always ask each other in there too.
Good, good. Just to keep each other accountable and that sort of thing.
Yeah, because you never know. Someone might be having a little bit of a difficult time during the day, but if they can talk to someone and someone can help them, get through that little portion of their day, then, they'll be ready to go. So,
But bro, listen, it's been such a pleasure to have a quick, brief interaction with you. Is there anything you want to share? Anything, any advice you want to give to someone young? Just fire away before we close this.
right now, if you're young, it doesn't matter if you're young or you're a little older, whatever you're envisioning yourself, where you want to be, take the risk, go after it. Don't give up and quit within a month. Keep going after your goals and conquer your vision. Like you can do anything you put your mind to. A lot of times, we're surrounded by, people that have those limiting beliefs and they're rubbing it off on you. Don't believe in any of that. You'd be surprised how far you can go if you just shut all that out and focus on yourself first, and then start to conquer and go after your goals.
Absolutely love that, bro. Listen, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Peace, and we'll stay in touch. Yeah.
Later,
Have a
brother.
good
Have a
day.
great day.
Yeah, man.